Okay, it's the 22nd of March and we were safely ensconced on the Caravan and Motorhome club site at Cirencester, booked on to the end of the month and looking to book for a little bit later, and got ourselves sorted out there, quite comfortable, and the club seemed to think that they were going to extend the amount of time you could stay on the site and so on and so forth. And then this morning they came round, knocked on the door, the wardens, bless their hearts, and told us that we had to get off the site before the end of the day. So that was a bit of a shock, threw us into a little bit of a wobbly. However, at the other side of Cirencester is this park, which is called, Carol?
Mayfield Park.
Mayfield Park. So this is Mayfield Park, privately owned. They have not closed at present. They are a residential place as well. So here we are, parked up, and it's beautiful actually. We've had a nice sunny day, lovely blue sky, beautiful sunshine. So we're just taking a walk up here, get a breath of fresh air, because we plan to have a walk each day, keep ourselves healthy. We haven't managed to do it today. So we're on the other side of Cirencester, just outside of the town. We're not so close to shops here, but there is a spa just down the road in the village, so hopefully that will supply us with any bits and pieces that we need. We did some shopping while we were in Ciren, so that's pretty good. We got some nice sized pictures here. Now the only difference here is we're actually on a fully serviced pitch, which means we've got wastewater can go out. We've got electric and water on the pitch, which is great, but the electric they charge for separately, so we're not sure how much that's going to cost us. We'll just have to see how that goes. I think it's just marginally cheaper here at the moment, or marginally more expensive. Marginally more expensive here, but then we are on a full pitch, so that makes life a little bit easier. Although I think we're going to have to move the van to empty the toilet waste, because the waste is for grey waste only, and is a soak away, so might be a bit problematical using it for our black waste, toilet waste. So we'll see how that goes, but it looks like Caravan and Motorhome Club have closed their sites. They tell us till June, 30th of June, the end of June. So it really looks like if we can negotiate to stay here, we've got a week at the moment, and if we can negotiate to stay here, I think we'll be staying here for the foreseeable, because really there's nowhere else to go. There may be other sites open in other parts of the country, but it means travelling, it means getting fuel. So the wind's coming up, because I know that it interferes with the sound, Carol. When it's windy, it does interfere with the sound. So how did we feel about being thrown off the site this morning?
Oh, upset and sad.
Yeah,
Very sad.
we were really happy there, weren't we? And the site wardens were absolutely marvellous, and they were doing everything they could to keep everybody safe. People were keeping their distance. It was working very well. They did come round later because they'd been asked by the club to check on how many people on site were actually full-time travelling in their motorhomes and caravans, and but it was a bit late by then because, well, certainly we and one other couple who were full-time on the site had both already arranged to go somewhere else. So whether they were going to come back and offer for us to stay, we don't know. We may get a communication from them. We might actually ring the wardens later in the week and see what the outcome was. But I think the Caravan and Motorhome Club had a knee-jerk reaction to something, and and just pulled the plug and didn't really think about people like us who were then going to be basically thrown out onto the road, because if we hadn't found this place to stay, we would just have to go on travelling, and that's really not what the government wants us to be doing. So a little bit counterproductive, but I imagine that there was something about keeping people from going away and congregating over Easter. Just look at the view here over the valley. We've got a main road running along there, which is giving us some noise, but we can live with that. We live noisier places than this, and what a view! Isn't that gorgeous? So we're really thankful to the Lord. The day started wonderfully. I mean, it's Mothering Sunday. The day started lovely with a service by the Archbishop of Canterbury on the radio, which we really, really appreciated, and just brought us to tears, really. Knowing that we were worshipping God with him and with probably millions of others across on the radio, listening in and just gathering together virtually. It's choking me up now actually talking about it, but it really was rather wonderful. So thank you, and thank you to the BBC, because they're going to be doing that each Sunday. So do tune in. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning on BBC Radio, local radio stations broadcasting a service. It won't be the Archbishop every week, I don't think. It'll be from different places. The Archbishop was just there with a couple of other people and some recorded music, and it was just beautiful. So do tune in to that, and be spiritually filled if you get the chance. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this up relatively soon, because the other difference here is that we don't have Wi-Fi. We've only got our own limited quantity of Wi-Fi, and there is Wi-Fi on site, but you have to go down to a gazebo to use it, so I might do that later on. I might actually post this out of order, simply because it's sort of like an update of where we are right now and what's going on in life. So because I'm a few weeks behind with the uploads, but here we are in a beautiful place, and we've got somewhere to stay, and hopefully we'll be able to stay here for some little time to come. This may be our home for the next 2 or 3 months, maybe, because tomorrow letters are going out to those who the government or the health authorities think are in particular danger from this virus, this illness, coronavirus. So, and we suspect we may be on that list because of our chest issues, especially Carol, probably more than me. We don't know. We'll see whether letters arrive for us tomorrow or in the next few days, but certainly if they advise us to keep ourselves away from people for the next 12 weeks, that's what we will do. We can do that quite easily here. We're well separated from our neighbours on either side. In fact, there's nobody on one side of us at the moment. We've got some food in, Not sure how long that would last us. As I say, there is a shop down the road. We could probably get some from there if we really need to. So there we are. We are ensconced, hopefully for a while here, unless of course things change again, and we just don't know. Nobody knows, do they, what's going to happen next. So I hope that you, your families and your loved ones are safe. Keep well, look after yourselves. Love to you all. God bless. Bye.